Yeah, so I think I stopped the video by accident, but it is what it is. But this week gonna be a good week. Like, this day gone by so fast. So though, all we gotta do now is we gotta figure out how. We don't really gotta figure out nothing, to be honest with you. We know how we gonna get home. Probably gonna Uber home. But yeah, 27 days until we move. Literally taking it day by day. God is in control. God didn't bring me this far to just leave me hanging. God didn't bring you this far just to leave you hanging. You know, His plan is better than my plan. You know, I could sit on here and think for hours, days, weeks, but His plan will still be better than my plan. And so that's pretty much all I have, man. That's pretty much all I have. And so gratitude, like, we just have to be grateful for everything that we have. Like, first and foremost, I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for this opportunity that I have. You know, I'm grateful for the blessings. I'm grateful for the lessons. I'm grateful for the hot-ass sun. Like, I'm wearing black, so of course I'm be hot. I'm grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for everything that I'm learning at this institution. I'm grateful for my probation officer, because my probation officer is who really forced me to get in this situation. I'm grateful for that county officer for not towing my shit. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my probation officer again for cutting me some slack. Speaking of probation officer, I have to give her a call after I get off the phone. But yeah, I'm also grateful for the fact that I made this video. I recorded this video before I left and I got home, and I got lazy, and you know, I started to come up with an excuse as to why I don't want to do the video, or just, you know, blame being tired, or blame the distractions, you know. And that's another thing, you know, I'm becoming a lot more self-aware with my distractions. Like, I was just inside sitting down, I was reading my book, Make Today Come by John C. Maxwell. Love him, one of my favorite writers. It took me about 15-20 minutes. But instead of getting up to come outside to record this video, I was scrolling through fucking Instagram and Facebook. Distractions. So we have to be mindful of everything in our life that's hindering us from getting to the next level. We have to be very, very, very mindful. And you can only understand what those things are when you're self-aware. And so I urge everybody that watches this video to practice some form of self-awareness. So if it wasn't for my self-awareness, I honestly wouldn't be here. The relationships I have, I wouldn't have progressed through life. I don't want to say I progressed through life fast, but you know, my relationships wouldn't have evolved to the point that they've evolved if I wasn't self-aware. Because when you're self-aware, you have to understand that sometimes, I cannot wait to fix my motorcycle, oh my gosh. But being self-aware is understanding that sometimes it's not always the other person that's the problem. Sometimes it's you that's the problem. So, and as human beings, that's like a pill that we don't want to swallow. But we have to. Like, you gotta swallow that pill. Those are great days and shit. But yeah, today's a very beautiful day, man. It's hot as hell, but I'd rather be hot as hell than, you know, it just be raining on and off. Because of what I've been bipolar last week, raining on and off. At this point, I'm just rambling. But yeah, about to get back in here. So this is gonna be part 2 for today's video, because I stopped the recording by accident. That's on me. So the title for this video will be labeled part 2, and our trend for these videos up until God knows when. I want everybody that watches this video to comment down below 3 things that you're grateful for. That life might not be how you want it to be. You may not be where you want to be in life. You might not have the material things. If you're a materialistic person, that's not necessarily bad. You might not have the relationship, you might not have the care, but I promise you all these things gonna come as long as you do the work and you don't give up. Doing the work is only half the battle. You have to do the work every day, even when you don't feel like it. You have to do the work. But with that being said, like I said, drop a comment down below 3 things you're grateful for. Drop a like on this video. If you enjoy what you heard, if you got value from this video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.